Good afternoon. How are you all? Hello, this is Raj Chandana, and today we are going to discuss about a very important topic, the topic which is related to our life, the topic of self-discipline. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline to do your work in such a manner, in an appropriate time, so that whatever you dream, whatever you think about, you achieve it on a certain time in a perfection. That is called self-discipline. Now, for a self-discipline for what? The first thing is you need your goals. You need to have some dream. Like, as we all have certain dreams in our life, to become something, to create something, to achieve something. Like some of us, we are very conscious about our career. Some of us, we want to create something good in our business. So we all have certain dream. But then why it is so that few people, they are successful in what they think, and many of them, they are not as successful? What is the reason? There is a point, 80-20% rule. Let's discuss about this point. Now, 20% of the people, they have all the money of our society. So that means what? 20% of overall people, they are acquiring all the money, and rest of us, 80% of the people, we are having only 20% left money with us. Now, why it is so that rich become richer and poor becomes poorer? Could anyone imagine? Could anyone think about it? What is the reason that why rich becomes richer and poor becomes poorer? They have all the abilities, they have all the qualities. Even then, they are not able to achieve what they want. They take a lot of time. What is the reason? The reason is self-discipline. With self-discipline, I would like to talk about self-belief. Many of us, we don't believe what capacity we have inside us. We have enormous ability. Actually, we are more than what we think we are. But because of the shadow, or because of the worry, or because of all those conditions, outer environment, we feel as if that we don't have certain qualities, and because of that, we are not able to focus on our things. So the first point which I have written, that is no excuses. No matter what happens, we should never make an excuse. Excuse is something which kills our time. It is something which postpones our time. Like, it is as if like all the people, they are gathered and they are telling they wanted to go to a beautiful island. The name of island is Someday Isle. That means this is not the right time to do. I'll be doing this thing after some days. And all the people, all the lazier people, they keep on gathering on this island which is called Someday Isle, and they keep on gossiping, and they keep on making excuses. What kind of excuse people make? Oh, my government is not so good, my house condition is not good, my economy is not good, my father is not so rich, and these are all the conditions, and they make excuse, and they affirm themselves that yes, they believe themselves that yes, we cannot achieve this. And when what you think, you are. If you believe that you could not achieve, you cannot. So the first thing to eradicate and to become successful is to avoid excuses, to avoid making excuses. Try doing at the same time. The second point which I have written is that set proper goals. Remember, is it possible to go just by walking to reach somewhere if you don't have a destination? You should have some destinations. Once you have an appropriate destination, it will be easy. The path will become easier for you to reach. If you have the clear-cut goal of where to go and how to go, even if you don't know the answer how to go, but if you know exactly where to go, then you will find the answer of how to go. That's the truth. You will try, your mind will try, you will do everything to find out the way, how to reach that certain destination. But how would that be possible? Only when you know your destination. When you know your destination, where to go, you can easily find out the way and you can answer how to go. So the first thing I must say is you should be very clear on where to go. Then you should shortlist certain thing. How to reach that place? How much duration will I take to reach that destination or that career or that achievement? Now, how much time it requires? What sacrifice you need to do? Many times we have goals, we have way also, we have everything, but we are not ready to sacrifice. That is something which very few people they have, and that is how the rich are differentiated from the poor. The riches, they are ready to compromise, they are ready to sacrifice on certain things. They know that how much things which I need to leave to reach over there, and that is somewhere we lag behind. And that is how 80-20% work comes into rule. 20% of people, they know what it takes to achieve success in their life, and they are ready, to compromise that. They are ready to sacrifice those things. Often you need to sacrifice the time, the quality time for your family. You need to sacrifice your friends. You need to sacrifice sitting with people. You need to sacrifice many things, money even. You need to have a lot of losses. But then if you have the clear-cut determination, you can achieve it. So that's what the next point. Let's go for a long cut. Now what does this long cut and shortcut mean? See, one thing is very clear, there is no shortcut in life. It is all about the long cut. Always go for a long cut. Always go for a long cut in the sense, always find the hardest way. Find the way how successful people of your field, how they traveled, you should follow them. The best thing to reach your goal, to achieve your objective, is to follow the path of those people who already have achieved, who already have reached. So always be a student of successful people of your field, whatever field you are having. You want to become a trainer, or you want to become a businessman, or whatever you want to become. You see what successful people already did, and you follow those rules. And this is what the difference. Many of us, we don't follow what the successful people of our field they have followed. We try to create our own methods. See, our life is very short. We cannot create all those methods by ourselves. If we have an opportunity, there are already successful people. They have done a lot of things. They spend their whole life, like 50 years, people have spent their life to bring some good concepts for us. For whom they brought the concept? For us. If you want to become a salesman, now you tell me, how many books per week you read? How many books you read in a year? If you are not reading, if you are not researching in your field, if you are not attending the conferences of sales, if you are not talking to the successful people, if you are not meeting, then how would you going to increase your sales? How are you going to become successful in your sales? It is nearly impossible. If you want to do any creativity, if you want learn constantly, you want achieve your targets. It's not only for sales, it is compulsory for all the fields. See, let's move on to the next topic. The next one is like 80-20% rule, which I already have discussed. 80% of money in this society is with only 20% of the people. Isn't it surprising? Similarly, in sales also, 20% of the successful salesmen, they have all the sales. 80% of the sales, they control the market. What qualities, what differentiate them from 80% of the people? They have the clear-cut strategy, they have the determination, and the most important thing is they have the self-discipline. They know how to discipline themselves. They know how to manage time for each and everything. They know how to eradicate the wrong things, the unusual, unnecessary things from their life. They know how to remove the time wasters from their life. And that is how the 20% are different. The 20% rich people who are having all the money are different from the 80% of the people. So we must follow those 20% people. We must learn each and every skills, each and every art, every book which they read, everything what they done. We should follow them, and we should follow them until we become like them. Only if we follow the successful people, who are proved people, who are living by example, then there is no one which can stop us from achieving our goals. Next thing is, what makes rich richer and poor poorer? And the correct answer, I must say, is the topic of the day, that is self-discipline. Self-discipline, it is the one of the most important quality. If we have all the other qualities, and if we lack self-discipline, those qualities, they are of no use. Without self-discipline, no matter how much qualities you have, they are of no use, because the self-discipline will identify your character. If you have the high character, if you are a high esteemed person, everyone, they are going to believe on you. But if you don't have character, you don't pursue the values, then whatever work you do, one day your colleague, your boss, they will recognize you. Yes, this is the man who is untrustable. So the first thing is, you need to build up the trust, and the trust will come with discipline, doing your work consistently. See, something which we keep on repeating doing, any habit, anything which we keep on doing again and again, like the habit of tolerating things. If we keep on tolerating things again and again, they will become our habits. So how good it is. Our mind exactly takes the repetition. When you repeat something again and again, your mind will understand it as clarity, and it will make it habit, and it will again try again and again. So instead of taking the bad habits, why don't you make a good habits? Why don't you make a habit of self-discipline? Why don't you make the habit of maintaining your health, your hygiene, telling the truth, doing something always on time? So at last, I must tell you that the habit of self-discipline is something which we all must pursue. Thank you.